What's up, everyone? Coach Nick giving you guys our next programming cycle overview video. Thank you to all of those that joined us for Coffee with a Coach. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For those of you that missed out, or those of you in Avon, I wanted to give you a nice overview as to what's coming up at the gym and what we're going to be doing from a programming standpoint. We've got some things that are going to be staying the same, and then we're going to be throwing in some new things as well. So first, things that you're going to see during the next cycle of training. Number one, we're going to be doing the Community Cup workouts. That will be in week 2 of our cycle, just based on when CrossFit.com puts the workouts out and when the kind of scoring window is set up for that. So they have put out 3 workouts. It's 2 Metcons and then 1 workout that is kind of like a max lift. And we're going to put those in on week 2 of our program. You are not required to sign up, but for those of you that are signed up for it, you'll be able to do this during class. You won't have to schedule stuff outside, so I think it'll make it very fun. And for those of you that are on the fence, you're gonna get a chance to do the workouts anyways, and you can choose whether or not you sign up and submit your scores. Next, as always, we're gonna be doing a 4th of July hero workout. I don't have that hero workout picked out yet, but I wanted to let you know we're gonna plan a hero workout. The 4th of July technically falls on a Friday. So what we're gonna do, and it'll make more sense when I get into this, is we're gonna push our deadlifts up one day that week so that we have the Friday for the hero WOD. But again, it really is only one day that we're switching in the whole cycle, so shouldn't make a big deal. And then bar slam. So a big part of this next cycle of training is going to help lead into the bar slam. And that's gonna carry me over to some of our programming focuses. Bar slam is gonna be August 9th here in Thomaston. We're gonna lift outside under the lights. It'll be a great time. Make sure you get signed up. So up top in the red here. So one of the things that I talked about this morning in Coffee with the Coaches is most people understand, or we are constantly checking in, testing and retesting a lot of our strength lifts. Whether that's a squat, a deadlift, a clean, a push press, you name it. Most people could tell me what their max back squat is. One of the things I think that we failed to do enough of that I would like to include more of is do more test and retest type stuff on different aspects of the CrossFit programming that we touch on, but this way you guys get to see more of the progress that's being made on a day-to-day basis or a cycle-to-cycle basis, and I think that should give us more targets to shoot for, more opportunities to see and recognize progress, and in that case, more opportunities to build momentum leading towards bigger and further goals. So, like always, we're gonna have some strength lifts that we're focusing on. So over the next cycle, because we're leading into the bar slam, our main focuses are gonna be a back squat, a bench press, and a deadlift. And that's gonna fall on Mondays will be back squat, Wednesdays will be bench press, Fridays will be deadlift. That will be the main focus for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we'll have like an accessory piece or a Metcon with as the secondary focus for those days. Next, each cycle moving forward, we are going to be testing a CrossFit benchmark workout. So that way, one, we can check in on our progress, and it'll also be another opportunity for us to test and retest a different aspect of fitness. For this cycle of training, because we're running in the middle of summer, we are choosing to go with Nancy. It's a little bit longer time domain workout, and it's also a workout that incorporates some running outside. I think it carryovers well from our Murph prep cycle. We have to take advantage of the weather and running outside when we can. So we're gonna be attacking Nancy on Tuesday of week 1, or Tuesday of this week. And we will retest Nancy at some point at the end of this cycle, week 7, week 8, week 9, somewhere in that ballpark. So we can see how we do on some squatting and running, and how we do in that 12 to 20 minute time domain. The next thing we're gonna be working on is a gymnastics skill piece. Gymnastics is a big part of CrossFit, is a big limiter for a lot of people. It's something that we test on occasion, but I think it's something that will be really cool for us to use more consistently. So we've got a tough one to start with, but this is an old school classic CrossFit benchmark. We're gonna be doing either 30 burpee pull-ups or 30 burpee muscle-ups for time. Coaches will help guide you through that. Coaches will help make the right recommendations on what is the best progression for you. But that'll be a gymnastic skill that we're going to test and retest throughout the cycle. And then lastly, our cycles are going to include some type of monostructural test and retest. For this one, we chose to go with a 1K row. It is of a shorter time domain. I think it complements the longer workout Nancy well. So we're working kind of a little bit of both ends. This is a short, fast sprint, but it's long enough so that there is some strategy in it. And I think there is a way for us to learn a lot about rowing and rowing technique and really help us get better at understanding pacing on the rower. So this will be fun. We will test our 1K row on Monday, so tomorrow, and then we will retest the 1K row at the end of the cycle. So looking at our week, just to kind of wrap things up, Monday will be back squat as the main focus with a Metcon secondary focus. Tuesday and Thursday are going to be our primary focus, will be longer Metcons, building in skills, gymnastics, things of that nature. Wednesday will be a bench press for this accessory Metcon secondary focus, and then deadlift with a Metcon accessory type focus. Saturday is going to stay as our partner workouts, and then Sunday will continue to be Cal Sunday. There will be a yoga video attached for those that are interested in doing some follow at home stretching. Last thing, I put a long write-up in the WODUP app for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just talking about testing versus training. This was something I think that hit home for a lot of people today. It's really important for us to think long-term in this cycle and to play the long game and to understand the difference between testing and training. Testing is something where you are going out and you are trying to get the best score on a particular workout. Training, you are going in with the purpose of putting in work to then get better to take the test down the road. I think it's really, really important for the strength lifts that we are training on a daily basis and we are testing at the bar slam, or we are testing on week 10 of this cycle. For tomorrow, for week 1, please make sure we are starting nice and conservative. We will be building over the course of 10 weeks. Slow, steady progress week to week to week is going to lead to a whole lot better test at the end rather than bashing our head into the wall for 10 weeks straight. All right, let's go get them. If you got questions, drop them below.